Okay, we're back with something completely different. Well, not different than one of my past videos, but this is something that I will almost guarantee you that there's probably not going to be any other videos, especially in English, of breaking one of these boxes. Now, this is the first released box by a new company that is releasing these Japanese 18 plus cards called LOVIN. Okay, so LOVIN is a new set, new company that's trying to move in to the same as the Juicy Honey and the CJ sets. Maybe there's a few others out there I don't know about, but Juicy Honey and CJ are the main ones that I know of. Now, this one dropped on April 1st here in Taiwan. And the card shop that I go to, the owner is actually part distributor. He is the Taiwan, Hong Kong distributor of these boxes. So he gets them from Japan. He's the one in charge of distribution and stuff like that. So I told him, give me a box. So he gave me a box. Actually, I should have told him to give me 2 boxes. They sold really fast. I don't even know if he has many left in the shop. But so this is basically, if you know Juicy Honey and you know the CJ like I did a video of before, then you'll know exactly what these cards are about. Which means I gotta be super careful while I'm opening these things on video because we can't show everything. Now, the model for the introductory box is MINAMI AIZAWA. And she will actually be coming to Taiwan in about a week and a half. I haven't told my wife that yet, but she's coming and hopefully my wife is going. So, sorry, I got a bit of a cold going right now. Yeah, she's coming for a card show here, and she'll be doing signing and stuff like that, and I'm already driving the owner of the shop crazy to let me meet her and do a little video and stuff like that with her. Not that type of video, because my wife would murder me. Okay, but this one, so these are out of Japan. Now, it's interesting because the box really doesn't have much Japanese on it at all. Tons of different type of hits on the back. We got lots and lots of different listed hits on the back here. Rare cards, all sorts of stuff. Autograph cards, different extreme rare insert cards. It's kind of hard to see all this stuff. There's 1,000 different types of autos. Like, absolutely different, all sorts of different types of autos. Now, I saw a few people have opened these. And you can see the ones here that don't have the thing beside. Those are the 1 out of 1s. I saw a couple Polaroids. I saw a couple autos. I saw some of, like, the clothing swatch relics and stuff like that. So let's just break into this. Like I said, this is a brand new product. Like, this has been out for 3 days. And since it's a holiday in Taiwan, the release day was the only day that you could get it because we've been on holiday for all the rest of the days. So, same style box as the Juicy Honeys and stuff like that. Now, if anybody knows Juicy Honey, Minami AIZAWA was in one of the recent Juicy Honey Plus sets with the 4 girls in it and stuff like that. So, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, these are interesting. They're in like a cardboard. See, you pull off the tab. That's pretty cool. That's very different. And you've got, I guess they have the angel and the devil side on these ones. So, yeah, well, as the front has, it's got the same girl with the angel and devil thing on it. So, I don't know if that's just a theme for her cards or if that's going to be a theme throughout. But, yeah, we've got... How many packs? I gotta make sure there's no hidden cards underneath. A few of the packs, like this pack popped. It's already popped open, but I guess that's probably because there's thicker stuff inside there. So there's 6 packs on the devil side. And I would assume it's going to be 6 packs on the angel side as well. And another couple ones that are popped open on the top. All right, that's an interesting way. I haven't seen boxes that have this type of thing. I would have assumed, I'm just checking the box because CJ has the special, CJ always has a box like a box hit or a box card. Oh, I almost knocked over Harley there. Okay. CJ has a box card inside that it's a specialty card that's inside for you, so I just didn't know if they would have this. Juicy Honey has, like, when you buy the box, there's like a specialty card that you get. Okay, so let's get into one of these. This isn't weird. Like, strange. I've never opened a pack like this before. Like, all right, we're going to have to make sure we're blocking stuff as we're taking this thing out. All right, so yeah, they're in a nice little, like, almost like collectible. It's like a collectible thing there. That would be cool to get signed by her with the card still inside, maybe, or something like that. But, all right, let's put that over there with Nami. Now, I have the cards down away while I'm looking at them really quickly because I need to be sure what I'm doing here before I start showing the cards. And I gotta be really careful that they're not popping up and out for everyone to see or anything like that. Okay, so we have two-sided cards. All right, we got a safe card here at least. At least this one's a safe card. Now, I don't know if the cards, if it's like a different style card for the devil and the angel side, or if we're going to figure it out as we go or something like that. But, okay, this is like the safest card in the whole freaking pile. All right, so we've got the, I'm just trying to see what it has on there. The LOVIN You card collection, Minami AIZAWA, the LOVIN You at the top. So the cards, of course, are numbered. The numbering's only on the one side. The only problem with these damn things is having to cover a whole bunch of these cards while I show them to you guys because they are not the most YouTube-friendly cards that we have around here. So now we kind of get the gist of what these cards are going to be like, with them being double-sided, of course. My thumbs are going to get a lot of action here today, as we can see. Alright, so it looks like mostly right now it's just regular cards. Like, we've got, there's no specialty stuff or anything like that we've seen in here yet, but we are still just on the very first pack out of the box. Alright, now, 1 of 1 base. Really? Okay. It says at the bottom, 1 of 1 base. And it's got the auto on it. I'm trying to tell if that auto is printed or if it's drawn on. That actually looks like it's an auto card. Alright, see, this is one of those things that's brand new for me on these ones, so I have no clue what I'm looking for on these cards. So, I have a base card here that at the bottom is telling me it's a 1 out of 1 base and it has the auto on top of it. So I'm assuming that this is one of our hits. Unless it's, I don't think that's printed on. That auto looks like it's a legit auto. Now I had tape. Where's my boob tape? We're going to have to do some boob tape here. Okay. Now, here we go. We got our boob tape now. So it shows me 1 out of 1 base at the bottom, as long as you guys can see that, right? There is our focus. Stop focusing on her other parts. Alright, this is just driving me crazy. Come on! Alright, maybe I'm too close now. Focus on the tape, something, I don't know. 1 out of 1 base, and that looks to be her auto right on the card, signed on the card. So, there's a good chance we just hit a 1 out of 1. Hopefully you guys didn't see that. Alright, so we have a 1 out of 1 card there. I gotta really watch these things then. Because, like, whatever, if there's any type of gold writing or anything on these cards, I gotta be sure that it's going to be, that I'm not gonna miss something. Alright, well, at least that one, and my thumbs don't have to get a big workout on it or anything like that. Okay, so this girl, pretty attractive. She really is. So, alright, this is a pretty cool set. Especially since I think I just hit a 1 out of 1, but I'm not totally sure. Alright, let's stick with our devil side. Now these ones, this one popped itself open for some reason. There's a card stuck inside. Oh, there's a card stuck to the tape. Okay, the glue is stuck to one of the cards. This had better just be a base card. Yeah, the glue didn't hold properly on this envelope. So you can see there's a card stuck inside. I've got to very, very carefully take this one out. Oh, you can hear it. The nice stickiness on that card on that one. All right, I'm going to mention that to JJ when I see him. That some of these ones, they kind of pop themselves open. Okay, let's get through these ones a little bit quicker and see if there's anything special in these cards. Because right now, we don't really have any idea. We're seeing doubles already from some of these ones, right? Yeah, it's number 13. I remember number 13 already. Some of these cards, I don't know how many cards there are in the set. Okay, we have a special card that I gotta put my freaking... See, there's not much I can do with this card. I'm trying to figure out what this card is in the set. Because we've got... There we go. Loving You Collection. AIZAWA. And it's just telling us SP over here. So, I don't know. Maybe that's something... Maybe there's something different about that card since it's got the gold on it and stuff like that. So let's just get a little bit of our boob tape out. This is just funny. Good thing my wife isn't here. She'd be like, why are you taping girls' boobs? And this one's not just boob tape. Got a little hoo-ha tape there as well. All right, so this one's got the SP on it. I'm going to have to find out from JJ what all of this stuff means, because they didn't really give me that much of an introduction to these cards when I bought it, because they were just busy as hell with all sorts of people coming in and buying these things. So, we've got some nice ones, and then we've got some even nicer ones of her. All right, let's get through this pile. So we've got what I think is a specialty card, and from the look of it, we also have what looks like to be a 1 out of 1 card, which, like I said, I'm going to have to ask JJ about. Some of these, it seems like we got a bunch of doubles from just 2 packs so far. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's get another one of these open. See, it's hard because the cards are kind of sticking up, and you've got to, like, get them out around that cardboard without damaging the cards as they're coming out. Okay, so what we have here... It's kind of this, like I'm going slow on these because I'm making sure that I don't make any stupid mistakes and get the video taken down. But I'm also just kind of trying to look at what type of cards we have here. Like, there are a lot of non-18 plus cards inside, or at least pictures that are not all completely 18 plus. Okay. See, we've got... I really got to cover some of these ones. All right, so that's another one of those SPs. There we go. That's another one of those SP cards with the SP on the back of it, or on the side of it. So I'm going to put that one aside. I don't know how many of these SPs we're going to get. I don't know if that's just kind of like there's going to be a bunch of them inside of the set, or if there's just a few of them inside of here that we're going to see. I have no idea. So... okay, let's get through these ones. And like I said, I have no idea what I'm looking for other than boobs to cover so that I don't get in trouble. Alright, so far it's pretty interesting. Let's open one of the other side. Let's just see what the other side, if there's anything different, or if it's just going to be basically the same cards. Because I would assume... it's going to be pretty much the same cards coming up on the other side. Just, well, see, we got Angel card on that side, but then we had Angel cards on the other side too. So, and we've had that card a few times because, I don't know, something about that picture, I keep remembering it. Yeah, we're what, 4 packs in? We're getting quite a few doubles on this. Oh, We're getting quite a few doubled up ones on these ones. So, all right, we have a congratulations card. So we're going to put that one aside just for a second. All right, so whatever the set is, I'm going to have to find out what the number of cards in the set is, because it feels like it's not a very high number with the amount of the doubled up ones that we're getting in here. Okay, so congratulations. Am I missing anything? Okay, no, I'm not missing anything. Okay, so congratulations. You have received a... Oh. See, that's just... a lavish, is that what it says? A lavish themed costume. So there is the lace. All right. That is the lace from the outfit that she's wearing. Almost impossible to tell what part it comes from. And we got to block a couple things on this side as well. All right. So double-sided. There's the lace piece on the inside there. And it's number 1. All right, that should be the better part. That should be from like a good part of her then. All right, it is number 1 out of 180. All right, number 1 out of 180. Let's get her into a bag and let's give her a little bit of tape because we have to. Okay. All right, there we go. So that'll be something. If I do actually get to go meet her in a week and a half, I will probably take that one with me to see if I can get her to autograph on this one. Okay, so the tape is on the inside with her there. Okay, so we're only a few packs in. Now we got another pack that's popped. It popped itself, so we got another stuck card. Not as bad on that one. Okay, well, there's a cool one. There's the actual card of the cover of that cover box that we have here. Okay, now I keep having to drop them down because I always have to be very careful of what we're showing on here. All right, so yeah, I don't see much difference between the two sides. And I don't really see much difference between a lot of the boxes either, because we're basically getting the same type of hits from both sides, and we're getting pretty much the same cards coming up again and again. So, all right, so we have another one of these SP ones. So I'm guessing that these are probably just like a little bit different. These are like a little bit rare inserts or something like that, would probably be my guess on this. All right, so we've got a 1 out of 1 auto up there, and we've got her costume piece. So I don't know what else we're looking for right now, but we'll keep going. Maybe we'll actually get some different stuff. That one's a little bit different. That's a different card than we've seen on most of the other ones. All right, and I'm watching because you never know. Like somewhere on one of these things, there could be something telling me another number or something like that. So, all right, we are almost halfway through. Let's open another one of the angel side ones. Yeah, I gotta tell JJ to tell the people who make these cards to get normal packs. Like, come on, these are not good if you're a card collector. It's not like I'm like going to keep these things forever. But if you've got a card stuck on the inside and they're not as easy to get out, it's not the best. Okay. I'm looking over the phone and down at the cards to see if there's stuff that I got to block first. And then if there is, then I got to block it. Then I got to pull it back up. All right, we got another SP. All right, so these must just be like inserts, like not as common inserts into the set or something like that for those ones. Okay, all right. These are that I don't see anything too crazy different from Juicy Honey. Actually, I haven't opened Juicy Honey in a while. It's like I've opened the CJ stuff much more recently than I've opened up the Juicy Honey stuff. Because Juicy Honey they used to be 3 girls, now it's 4 girls per box. And the CJ is 1 girl per box, which is just what these ones are as well. This Lovin' You, it's just one like one girl, one model per set, I guess is the best way to put it. Okay, let's see, what else are we going to pull out? I guess the best thing to do before you open these is to bang it. Oh, that's such a bad joke, but I still like it anyway. All right, so you got to bang her down. That's better. You got to bang it down just to get the cards down. Okay, I just pulled out 2. See, we are getting, like, it's getting pretty repetitive with the cards. So, if it's ones we've seen, I'm going to just put them aside, because we're seeing a lot of the same pictures coming up. And it's not like I'm memorizing the damn pictures, but some of them we have seen quite a bit on here. So, I'm assuming that it's pretty easy to get the whole set. Or they're making it really difficult because they aren't really putting that many inside. Now, that 1 out of 1 card, like, I would assume that the auto card would be like, congratulations, you have an auto. That's the only thing that seems strange about that card with that 1 out of 1 card that it says. Unless it's a 1 out of 1 base that they sign the base or something like that. I don't know. All right. I'm just kind of pulling them off to the side. We've seen these. We've seen most of these ones. Yeah. I gotta make sure that I'm not flipping it over while it's still on camera. All right. Yeah, we're just getting through this one right now. See if there's anything else that's going to pop up for us to bag or tag or give some tape to or anything like that. So it's not a bad set. Like, I assume I'm not a big... Yeah, it's that one with that bud again. And then the other one with the bud again. I like that card. I'm assuming, like, I don't open these very often, but you should see the card shop the days that this type of stuff drops. It's insane. Absolutely insane how many people are in there. And, like, I can't make fun of anybody. I drop way too much money on wrestling cards all the time. Especially the Japanese women's wrestling. I buy so much of that stuff, so I can't really judge anybody on this stuff. Like, these cards, it's interesting. It's cool cards to look at. But at the same time, it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot of cards to go through. And I really wonder, like, how much of the base does everybody actually keep? Like, do people keep all the base at home? Do they get rid of the base and all they're looking for is the hits? Like, I have no clue. I guess I got to talk to... I'm going to be posting this video to the line group for the card shop so they can see what I got, so they can tell me if I actually did hit something really good or not. I don't talk to a lot of the people in there in the card shop, and it seems like a lot of the ones that are in there breaking this stuff are usually pretty busy with their breaks. And yeah, people do come in. People come in and buy a case of this stuff. They buy a few boxes, they buy a few cases, and they break it right in the shop. Just break it there, break it at home afterwards. That's the thing about these ones that I don't totally get, because I don't know the AV girls. Like, I would assume a lot of these AV girls, like I said, this girl's been in Juicy Honey a few times. I think she's possibly been a CJ model as well. I'm not sure. So if she has been in the other sets and she's one of the popular ones, which everybody seems really excited about the fact that she's coming to Taiwan. So yeah, I'm assuming she's one of the more popular girls from the Juicy Honey set. And that's probably why they chose her to do this set for the inaugural set of the LOVIN cards. Okay, we're almost through. Where are we at? We got 2 and 2, or 1 and 1 left. So I think we have our hits. Like, that 1 out of 1, I'm assuming that's my auto. And of course, the relic is up there. I call it a relic because that's what the wrestling cards call it. But, like, the clothing swatch or the clothing patch is up there. Okay. And there's no puzzle pieces. CJ had, like, those puzzles where, like, on the back of the cards, you got to put a whole bunch of cards together to make, like, a giant picture of the girl. There's nothing like that. everything else, like I guess all this stuff down the side, it looks like it's just the copyright. Like every card has the copyright on it somewhere, but there's really nothing. There's that one card again. Yeah, it's an interesting set. Not gonna rush to get more of these ones because other than like this truly is the type of pack that I think most people get because they're hit hunting. Like they're hoping for that big hit. They're hoping for that monster card, which I think we got. I really do. I think we got a monster card up there, but I'm not 100% sure that I got a monster card. So we can flip through the rest of these ones just to see if there's anything else that's going to pop out. We got 4 of those SP cards with the foil, with the gold lettering on the side of them there. And we've got that 1 out of 1 auto up there, and I don't think there's going to be another one in here. So that must be... I couldn't really... There's that butt again. Oh, and there's her butt again. Okay. Yeah, I like, because we're through these boxes, right? Like we're through it, and we have pretty much hit what we are going to hit. Cover her there. Cover her there. Cover her here. Now, these are not, I don't know, I guess compared to some of the other sets, these are a little more tame. Some of the Juicy Honeys I've seen and some of the CJs I've seen are a little more adult. Like, these are, of course, adult. That's why I need my boob tape. Like, I've got the boob tape because, trust me, we need the boob tape on this stuff. But these are not as... I guess that's my hand. Sorry, I was just fixing my pile over here. They're just not as adult, even though they are. I guess, how do I even explain it? They're not as showing as the Juicy Honey and the CJs are. These are a little bit less showy of certain parts and certain stuff, but they still do have quite a bit of stuff to look at when you get these types of cards and you like these types of cards. So, all right. So I guess from the look of it, we have 4 of these ones, the SP cards. I only taped 1 of them though. Like the SP card, which has, I'm going to have to try to figure out on the box what the SP stands for on it. But the SP, of course, they are double-sided cards. So we got 4 of those SP cards to go up here. And it looks like we did pretty well. Like, I would assume out of 180, that's like your typical clothing swatch one. But this is number 1 out of 180, so I guess that makes this one a little bit better. I hate that G they use down there on congratulations. Like, come on. Use a better font. That just drives me crazy. I'm an English teacher. Anything like that's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so Lovin' You themed costume, Minami AIZAWA. That side just tells us it's a theme costume. The other side tells us that we have received a something themed costume of Minami AIZAWA for number 180. And, of course, on the other side, do we need to cover the other side? Yeah, we kind of do. So, our other one, so I guess there isn't, or at least in this box, there isn't like a set auto card with like, congratulations, you've got an auto. Because this is just, because it says 1 out of 1 base. Like it says base down there. So I guess this is just taking one of the regular base cards, turning it into a 1 out of 1 with a stamp, and then having her sign it. Because I do think we saw that card inside. I don't even know. I'm going to start flipping through, and then I'm just going to get distracted the whole time, probably. I am flipping through the cards right now, because I am looking to see if we have that base. Yeah, we do. Okay, so I do have the base card of that one. I just want to see if there's any difference in the card, other than the fact that it's stamped 1 out of 1 at the bottom. Like, the top part is exactly the same. Lovin' You Collection, Minami AIZAWA. Yeah, so I guess that is a pretty damn good hit, right? Like I'm not going to complain about that one at all. I'm assuming that there's only a handful of 1 out of 1s out there, because it doesn't seem like there's that many cards in the entire set anyway. So, okay, there we go. There is our introduction. Quite possibly one of the only English introductions you're going to get to this Loving You set out of Japan. They're, like I said, I got them here in Taiwan. The Taiwan ones are selling super fast. I would assume at the card show that the shop owner probably has some kept aside for at the card show as well. But that may be the only one that I'm going to open to this. I don't see need to open another one. I really just wanted one to do a video of and have something to get her to sign when I do go meet her. I actually want to get her to sign these things, because I have a few that I didn't rip. The ones where the top popped open on them, I may reseal those and see if I can get her to sign on those ones. That would be a cool thing to get signed, but I could also get her to sign on my swatch one up there as well. So the lace swatch. Okay, the costume. Yeah, the lace costume, theme costume, whatever the hell they're calling it on here. Okay, so that's it. We have opened probably our first and maybe even our last of the Loving You Minami AIZAWA cards out of Japan, through Taiwan, through my Canadian hands and onto YouTube worldwide. So that's it. Hope I didn't bore you guys too much. It's an interesting set. Nothing special to dig for. Just looking for your hits and looking for a few of the, like, lower print run cards. I assume that's what those ones have. And like I said, they've got those weird sets, these weird cardboard packages to open up. And if they are not sealed properly, then they are going to stick cards to them in the top there. So yeah, I'm going to show JJ that and tell him that maybe tell the producers to try and fix that little glitch that might come up with some people's cards, because nothing good stuck, but you never know. There's always a chance that someone's 1 out of 1 or someone's auto is going to stick on something like that. So okay, that's it for me. That was our specialty bonus break Japanese, I don't even know what to call it. Basically our bonus adult day before my wife comes home from vacation. And then I go back to wrestling cards so that I don't get in trouble for opening this type of stuff. Okay, that's it for me. Hopefully for people who were interested in checking out these cards or have never heard of these cards and maybe are interested in finding some online or finding them and buying them, it's not a bad set. It's a set to look at a beautiful girl and find your two hits, hope your 2 hits are solid hits, and be happy with the box that you got. Price-wise, I don't know what the price is going to be like. I really don't. Price-wise, like, I don't know how much they're selling them for in Japan versus how much in Taiwan versus how much it would be in the West or anything like that, but they're a little under $100. Like, it just depends on the exchange, and I would assume it depends on the import fees and stuff like that for wherever people are. But yeah, not too bad of a box. Maybe if I can get another box, maybe I'll put one up for people if somebody wants me to break one for them or something like that, or for me to ship out to them if I can get them shipped out. But that's it for me. Loving You. I feel like I should be singing that. What's that awful song? That Loving You. Who's that? The Carpenters? Was that the Carpenters that sang that Lovin' You song? That la 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 la. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I'm starting to piss myself off. Okay, that's it for me. See you guys on the next break. Probably much less boobs on the next break. Well, maybe there'll still be boobs. Much less tape that needs to go on the boobs on my next break. So that's it for me. We're all done with Loving You. I will be back with something else to break soon. Or I'll be back with a video when I get to meet Minami AIZAWA. I hope I get to meet Minami AIZAWA, and I hope I get to do a video with Minami AIZAWA. Not that type of video. Well, maybe, but then no one's going to see it. I will do a video with her that everyone can see, and then I will hide any other videos I have with her. Okay, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, whoever's watching. If you're new to the channel because you came here for the porn, Or for the ladies. Sorry. You came here for the ladies. You could always hit like, you can always subscribe, you could always comment. I do break this type of stuff once in a while. I break a lot of wrestling, I break some UFC, some Walking Dead, whatever I feel like breaking. So if there's a lot of interest in this stuff, I can always break more of it. Why not? Let people watch me tape up some more boobs. Okay, that's it. I gotta stop talking about boobs now. I gotta put these away. My wife's gonna be home soon. Okay, see you guys on the next break. Like, subscribe, play with your dog, go for a walk, eat a hamburger, whatever you're going to do. See you later. Bye-bye.